Baila, baila esa cumbia, ritmo, ritmos igual, todos. Hey everyone, welcome to Geekettes Chat.
Baila esa cumbia, mueve,
mueve la cintura, todos. Manos al aire. Whoa, we are messing up the song.
We really are. The lyrics just went out my head, and I'm like,
yeah, I'm like, wait. That was what I was doing. Hey everyone, welcome to Geekettes Chat. I am Shirley.
I'm Christy. What's up,
and
people?
And of course, if you know that song, you know what we're reviewing today.
Exactly.
It is Selena, the series on Netflix. Selena! What was the thing that they said in the movie? Selena with the Jennifer Lopez movie? Oh, God. I forgot that group, the guys, and they find their bus.
Selena's or Selena's or something.
I forgot, but it was so funny. Nothing. What was it like? Nothing for Selena's or something like that. I messed it up.
Selena's or something.
Yeah, so Selena and those Dinos. That was the group name, but it was just I forgot what it said, but it was funny in that movie. Yes. So Selena, the series came out I think December 4th. So technically when we shot this video is the day after, and it's 9 episodes, and it's directed by different people.
A lot of people.
A lot of people, and basically it stars Christian. Wait, hold on. Christian Serratos, and she plays Selena, and she was on The Walking Dead. That's where I first noticed her, and which was cool because she was a Latina on The Walking Dead for the first one, and that was cool.
Yeah.
She plays the lead, and the plot is basically, if you don't know Selena, Selena's she is Selena Quintanilla, and she was from Texas, Corpus Christi. Krispy Kreme.
Oh yes. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Corpus Christi.
She was from Corpus Christi, and and she was the Queen of Tejano music, and she was Mexican American pop star. She's an icon. Her life was cut short, sadly, because she was murdered by that lady who I don't even want to mention her name because but yes, a lady that worked for her. So it's a sad. Her life is a sad story, but she was such a bright. She seemed like a bright young, upcoming, emerging, not only star but just person in general. Just from the way I seen her perform or kind of a little bit of interviews, because to be honest, she died when I was 7, so I didn't really grew up knowing her like that. I don't know. You grew up. Well, you were 14, right?
I was 14, so I think I saw maybe one of her last televised performances. And that's when I first discovered Selena, and after that, she passed away. I don't know how long after that. Yeah. So I've been a fan of her since I was a teenager.
Yeah, so I didn't know much about her unless they were listening to her songs, Chrissy was listening to her songs. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get to really know her until Selena the movie with Jennifer Lopez. And that's how I knew about her a little bit, way more. And her life and her story and what really, what happened. Not really happened to her because it was probably a dramatization. But what happened to her and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, wow, because I didn't know she died really, because I wasn't in the know. I guess when you're 7, it's kind of you're not really paying attention. Well, I wasn't personally paying attention, so I was like, oh, I liked her, and I was like, oh man, she sadly passed. She got sadly passed away, and she.
Hey guys, go ahead.
Oh,
all right. No, wait. All right, we're gonna do this. All right, yeah. So. Before we get into the series, we just want to tell you guys in the review, review the series. Please check out our show in the future. Like this video if you like what our discussion so far about Selena, or if you're a fan, like the video, or if you think you're gonna watch the show. You can also subscribe and click the bell. We usually do videos once a week about various films,
movies, TV shows, books, which I just started doing.
Yeah, and
so come check it out.
Please check us out. Keep in touch. comment below.
Yes.
And let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So we wanted to start off with what we did like. Because positive. And then we go to negative.
Exactly.
Positive. I like Suzette. I like that they put more of her story. Suzette's the sister. Yeah, I liked her. I like Ricky. Ricky was really nice. They're both cute and good looking.
And Ricky is in the band.
And Ricky's a bandmate. So yeah, and I like them both. I like the story part of like they perform in Mexico, and this young woman, or young teenager, I guess, she comes up to Suzette like, I want your signature, because she wants to be a drummer. And I like that part. And I think that was one of the rare parts that just had emotion and sense and resonance and hit, you know? Mm-hmm. I like that they go into a little bit more of the family aspect, in the sense of like AB writing songs, and just Suzette in general not feeling confident of being a good drummer when she really was a good drummer, and thinking that she wasn't, and that confidence thing. And yeah, I mean, what else?
I could tell you what I liked about the show.
There you go on. It's your stage.
Yeah. The show, for me, I like the same things you did. Mm-hmm. I liked seeing Selena when she was a kid, more of it.
Yes, they showed that aspect of what they went through.
So the story itself, for me, keeping
positive,
legacy, Selena's a legacy alive is like the ultimate, So seeing her story and her family's journey too was really, really, something that excited me and stuff. So I have to say that I was excited in certain parts of the film, and then I'll go into what I didn't like, but that's kind of what I want to say about that. Mm-hmm. It felt like a period piece in a sense. Like I did 80s, feel that it was like kind of had this 80s flair to it throughout the film, so that was enjoyable too. And then, of course, the freaking music. Hello.
Oh my God, the songs are like stuck in my head. That's why I'm like singing to myself. Like,
that's why if you haven't heard Selena's music yet,
yeah, come on, man.
Oh my gosh,
what are you doing?
You need to hear it. The music, the beats, the songs, the lyrics, just so moving. As soon as you hear a song, you just get right into it. And so it was great because a lot of her songs that you don't really know are in the show.
Yeah,
I didn't know either.
I didn't really.
Because it's like her, when she came into the U.S., a lot of the songs was just from one album, like a Latino album, like Como La Flor, Biri Biri Bam Bam. They came from different parts, different albums, but I think there was this one album that had all her hits. That was really popular.
Because she was singing in Spanish, and then, she did the English album, and then sadly, that's when her life was cut short.
So you see the struggle of the family.
I did like that they show that more, because in Selena the movie, they didn't really show that.
No.
And they went into it like getting food stamps and, just losing their house, having to move into another house with a lot of cousins because, they just couldn't have their own house anymore.
And Bertha, or what, the name of the bus.
The bus name was in the movie. I remember that.
So just if that's still heard, I don't remember hearing it in the show, but they had no seats. They had no seats in the bus. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is this really what was it like? They're like touring
cold, hot
in the bus for hours
to death.
with no like controlled temperature for hours, and your butt is on that floor.
Struggling lifestyle of an artist.
So you see the struggle of the family. You see the dynamic between
giving everything
between the characters as far the band and who's in control, and we're gonna talk about that a little later. Like the dynamic between Selena, her dad, and the brothers and sisters. You see that. So it's that part. I have to say that it was very interesting. But let's get into
other
I got
stuff. A lot of negative stuff.
Too deep.
Okay, there's this. Okay. It's hard because it's like, are they just buying, like, you know, using Selena, the family in the sense of using Selena that, you know, let her rest in the sense, like, are they just using her for money? Or, you know, it's like you get that aspect because it's just like, it's called Selena the series, but it's not about Selena really. It's it's about her dad, Abraham, and her brother, AB. It's about mostly the men in her life, and especially her dad and how controlling he is. That's how they show it in the show. I'm just saying, you know. And they don't really go into who Selena is and what the aspect. You get a little bit like how she does like doing this and she likes doing clothes, but you don't get that emotional reverence, or I don't know, that you don't get that with her, like that connection, you know. And like they don't go into depth of why she likes doing changing her hairstyle or doing the clothes aspect of why she started doing clothes and all that stuff, or being like, you know, into fashion, all that, or you know, and being the singer that she is, the artist that she is. And you don't really get that about her. She's kind of bland, to be honest. Sorry, she is like the character, and I think it's the writing from me personally, or it's the actress. I don't know what it is. Like, something's not clicking, because even with like good TV shows or, you know, or good movies, and the writing sometimes is not that good in them, but they're still good. It's because of the actor, or like they're bringing that presence, you know, and it's grabbing you. Here, so I'm sorry, but Christian, oh god, Serratos?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I hope I'm saying it right. I'm so sorry. Who plays Selena, she doesn't really have much of a presence, you know. And, you know, Selena seemed like larger than life. I don't know. That's how they show her, and that's what I saw in her interviews a little bit. But, you know, here, because that's the thing with Jennifer Lopez. You could say whatever you want to say about Jennifer Lopez, but I actually really thought she was really good as Selena.
She was great. I have to agree with that 100%.
Yeah. So
I want to mention about the character's presence. I agree with that.
And I think it's mostly the writing too.
She didn't have a strong presence. And I wasn't too sure if it was because the first part of this series, because it's part 1, part 2. I don't know when part 2 is coming out. I haven't actually.
I really don't know. I'm like shocked.
We should have looked it up, but we didn't.
We should.
Was mainly about the brother, the sister, and the dad. Because even when you get those moments in the show where you can kind of see her character, they're kind of like, I mean, not hidden, but they're interplayed with another, like her mom and dad are talking, while she's actually talking to her fans. So you don't really get that character from her when she's like engaging with her fans, or, you know, because they're showing the mom and dad talking about, oh, she's the way she's dressed,
on,
or something like that.
She's dressed, yeah.
So they're not giving Selena or Christian these essential moments to build up her character, her performance. So I think has a lot to do with it, because she gets these little moments and little lines throughout the film at the dinner table, and she hasn't gotten the scenes yet to really develop her character or show her performance, whereas her brother has, and her sister has, and definitely her dad has, and the majority of the story is about her dad.
Yeah, the dad is like overpowering, like the story wise, and it's kind of like, it's like his band, and he even says it, it's my band in the show, and I'm like, yep, I feel it. I feel it here. Like, you know, it's like very controlling. It's like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, so the story is really drawn.
It is too drawn out. It is, even with getting those aspects of the writing with AB and all that stuff, but it is boring.
It could have been done in 1 to 2 scenes, but that whole like little subplot takes up throughout the entire series, almost, in a sense.
I know, but
I think it could have been done well in just 2 scenes, and so there and then they could have gave Selena more opportunity to like highlight her interest in clothing designs or something like that.
Yeah, and then the emotional aspects of it, like when they're having an emotional beat and they're trying to hit it, it doesn't hit because everything just seems so bland. I don't know. It's just not hitting. Is it the writing, the acting? It's just everything's just, and I feel bad because it's not like they're all bad because they're not. You know, it's just. If you're looking at your phone while watching the show because you're like kind of not connected to it, that's not good. And that's what I was doing. I was like watching my phone and then watching that because I was kind of bored.
So
even though I find Selena's life interesting, and then you know,
I'm very intrigued to continue to watch. Although I want to through all day, but because I like her story. I agree.
I love
the emotional beats were not there. They're not strong enough. I have to say. I still felt something, but it wasn't like enough to like really make me feel a lot for the character. So
it is what it is.
But you know,
I don't know.
I mean, I think
you should check it out if you want. You know, like if you like. It's hard because it's just, again, for me, it's like, are they using her image just to make money off of her? Like, let her rest in peace. And then the show is just, I don't know.
I don't want to say that. I know. Because
but
I love seeing Selena's legacy still alive.
I like that. But
I have to say that for me,
I wanted to like it.
I really enjoyed the Selena movie.
Check that out.
More so than I have been the series. Though I'm excited to see where the series is going. And I mean excited because of the music. And because I'm hoping to see more of Selena.
Play that music more in that show. So what's up?
That's why I'm excited. So I'm going to keep watching. But anyways.
If you want. Check out Selena the movie, though. I thought it was pretty good.
Okay. Cool.
I haven't seen it in a while though, so I don't know how it is. The last time I watched it, I was a kid, so.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Anyways, bitty bitty bum bum.
Oh come on, we're singing two different songs. We didn't even connect.
All right. Get this together.
All right, so thank you for watching Geekettes Chat.
Yes, and we have reviews coming up for different Christmas movies.
Yes.
So if you're really a big Christmas movie fan,
there's just Sony too. That's really we're not like doing like all the Christmas stuff.
No, but next week.
Yeah.
We're gonna
just
be doing that.
So
check us out. And again, if you would like to hear more movie reviews with TV shows,
book reviews, because I just did a book review for the Song of Achilles.
I'll put that down
below.
Yeah.
Check out our reviews, our videos.
Subscribe, like.
Ring that bell.
Ring that bell, baby.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Peace out.